Hello and welcome back, grade 1 students. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. Today we're going to continue with Unit 5, Living Things and Their Young. Lesson 2, How do animals look like their parents? Part 2. For today we're going to cover the following points. Explore, explain, compare parts section, page 240-243. And keep in mind, whenever we say compare, it means what? When we say compare, we have to observe carefully two things to check how they are alike. It means the same. And how are they different? And we're going to watch videos about the section covered. Are you ready? Let's start. We open our books to page 240. In the compared parts section, we're going to observe carefully the young animals and their parents to check if they share the same parts. Okay? Let's check and see. So in this picture, we could observe a young elephant and its parent, right? Now, if we observe carefully, we could see that the young elephant and the parent elephant share most of their body parts, such as the long trunk, such as the big ears, but they are of different sizes. So both of them have big ears, but the young elephant's big ears are still smaller in size than the big elephant's or the adult elephant big ears, right? But as the young elephant grows day after day, it will grow bigger ears to look more like its parent. Both elephants, excellent, have trunks that help them to drink water. But what is the difference between these two elephants? Observe carefully. Which part is the different part between both, or which part is missing in the young elephant and is present in the adult elephant? Excellent, it is the tusk. So the adult elephant has a tusk, but the young elephant does not have a tusk. And this means that the young animals and their parents share most of their parts. So both of them have most of their parts like each other, but they have a difference in their sizes. But other parts are still missing in the young elephant or in the young animals, but as they grow day after day, they will grow these tusks to look like their parent elephants. So in this case, the young elephant didn't grow its tusk yet, right? But day after day, it will grow the tusks to look like its parent. Clear? So one more time, both the young animals and the parent animals share most of their parts, okay, but they are of different sizes. However, some parts are still not present in the young elephant, but as these young elephants or young animals grow day after day, they will grow these missing parts to look like their parents. Let's read together. An elephant parent has big ears and a long trunk. A young elephant has big ears and a long trunk too. So I'm going to read it one more time, then I'm going to explain. An elephant parent has big ears and a long trunk. A young elephant has big ears and a long trunk too. So if we observe carefully, we could see that the parent elephant or the elephant parent and the young elephant both share big ears. That is correct, right? And what else? They're saying that the elephant parent also has a long trunk. That is correct. You could observe it clearly. And the young elephant has big ears as well and a long trunk as well, right? Excellent. We could see it. So both of them share big ears and long trunk, right? But the young elephant doesn't have the tusks yet, right? The tusks did not grow up yet, or as the young elephant will grow up day after day, it will grow the tusks to look like its parent. Clear? So even if there is a missing part, the young elephant will grow day after day after day. As it grows to look like its parent, it will grow this missing part to look like its parent. So let's read it one more time. An elephant parent has big ears and a long trunk. A young elephant has big ears and a long trunk too. So if we compare the parts of the adult elephant and the young elephant, both of them share long trunks and big ears. Okay? And what else? Excellent. Long trunk and big ears, but they are of a bit bit different size, right? Okay, but as the young elephant, as it grows day after day, it will grow a longer, even longer trunk and even bigger ears to look like its parent, and also it will grow the tusks to look like its parents. Excellent. Let's watch the video together. What about the rhino? We're still on page 240. Let's take a minute to observe these two rhinos. Okay, how are they the same? How do I know that these two are rhinos? Take a minute to observe carefully the picture. Excellent! Both of them have the same parts but different sizes. Excellent, and we could spot one difference, that the adult rhino or parent rhino has a horn, but the young does not have a horn yet. As it grows day after day, it will grow the horn to look like its parent. What we just did is we compared, okay? We checked, we observed carefully to check how the adult rhino is similar to the young rhino and how they are different. Clear? Let's read together. A young rhino looks much like its parent, but it does not have a horn. It will grow a horn like its parent. So I'm going to read it one more time, then I'm going to describe or explain it, okay? A young rhino looks much like its parent, but it does not have a horn. It will grow a horn like its parent. So, if we observe carefully, they're telling us that the young rhino looks very much like its parent, right? We could see it clearly because they share almost all of the same parts, but they are of different sizes. The young rhino is smaller in size than the parent rhino, right? But as well, the young rhino doesn't have a horn, but the parent rhino has a horn, okay? And they're telling us that as the young rhino grows day after day, it will grow the horn to look like its parent. Clear? Let's read it one more time, then we'll continue. A young rhino looks much like its parent, but it does not have a horn. It will grow a horn like its parent. Think about young animals. How can you tell what kind of animal they are? One way is to look at their body parts. Most young animals have parts like their parents. So I'm going to read it one more time, then I'm going to explain. Think about young animals. How can you tell what kind of animal they are? One way is to look at their body parts. Most young animals have parts like their parents. So they're telling us that we have to think about the young animals. How can we tell if two animals are of the same kind? They're telling us that one way is to look at their body parts. So if they share the same body parts, this means, or almost the same body parts, this means that they are the same kind of animal. Okay, because most young animals have parts like their parents. Even the missing part, which is the horn in the case of the rhino, as the rhino grows day after day, it will grow it to look like its parent. Clear so far? So how do we know if two animals are of the same kind? We have to observe their body parts. If they share their body parts, if they share the same body parts as their parents, this means that they are the same kind of animal, okay, or almost the same body parts. If one is missing, it's okay. They will grow it day after day as they grow up to look like their parents. Let's read it one more time. Think about young animals. How can you tell what kind of animal they are? One way is to look at their body parts. Most young animals have parts like their parents, so they're telling us in general, most of the young animals have body parts like their parents. Clear? Even the missing parts, okay, which are very few, as the young animal grows day after day, it will grow them to look like its parent. Exercise time. Let's wear our thinking caps on. Are we ready? We are open to page 243. They're telling us that this is a young anteater. Circle the picture that shows an adult anteater. So in this picture, they showed us a young anteater. We have to circle one of these three pictures that shows an adult anteater. How can I know which one is the adult anteater? Excellent! I should observe carefully to check which one of these three animals share the same body parts as the young, right? But are of bigger sizes, right? So which one of these three share the same body parts as this young anteater? Excellent! It is the third one. Great, because it has the same body parts as the young anteater, but bigger in size, right? Great. That's all. Thank you.